It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Niggas swear up and down and can rap up in this shit feel like 20. Still finding ways to adapt. My flow switches like code switches. Niggas searching for numbers, that's for my old bitches. Don't compare me to Kendrick while in your cold, nigga. Hit this shit one more time, I'll probably explode. Nobody walking this road. I flew to New York, wrapped in a cold, didn't get chose. Flew back with the war on my soul. You niggas bold, acting like we on the same level. Dust rain settle on the black pot, cooking crack rock in the kettle with belly with ox. My ship sail, bitch, give me the dock. The simius cock, don't tell me to stop. Got a machete for niggas that wanna war. Keep it cool as a chore. Finna bust through the door. Fuck niggas got any to pour. Take a shot, spit the shit on the floor. Spit in my hand, dap niggas on tour. In a new mode, on these pillows, new clothes, new shows for the shoot, new posts for the lookers, money, power, respect, theme song for the bookers. Everybody I did a feature for, I cooked them respectfully. If you think I'm a dick, it vasectomy. Ain't nobody words affecting me. I did a study on my future trajectory. I'm putting niggas in the dirt professionally. I'm sought after the bars from a far chapter. The confidence could cause a rapture. Trying to gauge my thoughts, shit hard to capture. Singing the rappers bite me, but lost of rappers. I've been a boss and I paid the cost. I've been the best since the fade of fought. God flow, nigga, praise the Lord. I got a tab full of scrolls from my ancient source. A pretty penny for the next round. Price of an X5. Niggas talk shit, bend waters, let the text fly. Spit acid on them, I'm like reptile. Leaving below, the heavens look blue and exhale, bitch.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry. Your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. In this particular video, we're going to be getting into Miss Doechii. All right? And we're going to be talking about her in a couple of different scenarios. Okay? Number one, we're going to be getting into a collaboration with herself and Tyler, the Creator, which will be released soon. They played it at the Louis Vuitton show with Pharrell a few days ago. I never got around to playing it because so many other things ended up taking precedence over talking about the record, but I'll be playing it here, giving my assessment of it. There's also a little bit of controversy around said record because M.I.A. has come out and claimed that it's her song. And that they're just rapping over it. And I'm guessing that she has not been contacted for sample clearance regarding the record. So she's not too thrilled about that. All right. We're also going to be getting into Doechii performing at Glastonbury over in the UK. And I have not watched the entirety of the performance. But I will be reacting to it. Unfortunately, I cannot react to it on YouTube, so it won't be in this video. I will be dropping the reaction video over on my Patreon. So if you would like to see, I don't know if y'all have actually watched the full performance of Doechii at Glastonbury, but if you haven't and you would like to watch it, you could come to my Patreon and watch it. And you'll also be getting my real-time reaction to her performance. Because again, I tried to check to see if YouTube was going to flag her songs, and they did. Okay. Because I would have loved to have done it all here, but copyright. So join us on Patreon. You'll see it in the corner here, patreon.com/RealJNolan. Those of y'all, I've seen some, we got some new members over there. I know it's not super consistent, but this will be there for y'all. Okay. But we will be talking about the performance. We're going to talk about, Doechii's mindset leading into it. BBC over there in the UK has put out an article about leading up into it. So we're going to talk about that. And then, yeah, man, I guess we'll just kind of go from there. Okay. So first up, let's get to the Tyler, the Creator, Doechii collab. Now, I don't know whose project this is going to go towards. When it was released on Twitter, it said Tyler, the Creator featuring Doechii. So maybe this is a Tyler record with Doechii on it. Or it may be going towards her next project. I don't know. Because I think Tyler also has some music that he's gearing up to release to get off of Chromacopia. So we'll just have to see how it goes. And they're saying that Pharrell may have produced or at least been a part of the production on this record.
They wanna sing and dance. Why the fuck I take that to advance? Nigga, shut up and just dribble ball. How dare I come here in front of y'all? I'm slipping away, way. My pockets is pay. What is the lesson? I made in the bread. I'm full. I'll get back in a second. I'm getting right. Stress gon' kill me if a fire doesn't. From all of this paper. From all of this paper.
All right, so that is Get Right by Tyler and Doechii. Now, however this is going to be released, I don't know. Could be in reverse. Doechii featuring Tyler, Tyler featuring Doechii. She has the most presence on the record. She has the most selections vocally on the record. Sounds more like Tyler is a feature on here. But nonetheless, that's the both of them on the song during this LV fashion show. This song ain't my cup of tea. Not my vibe. Not something I will be playing. Probably not ever again on demand. Not by my own choice. I'm be honest. It's not my vibe. Now, I understand what they were going for. It kind of has a, for lack of a better comparison, like a NERD. And I'm not talking about early NERD. I'm talking about the latter NERD. You know what I'm saying? Probably their last project that they put out. I can see that living within that universe, right? I can see this song being used in different scenarios. I can see it outside, like at the festivals, the mixed festivals, not just like black folk festivals, but mixed crowd festivals, because it has a driving beat to it. So it could play outside. Not outside at the club or outside at like the fucking day parties or outside at the brunch shit that niggas like to attend, because that'll fuck up the vibe. But there's different levels to outside. I could see this record being kind of played at the boardwalk at a beach. You know what I'm saying? It's just like background music while motherfuckers is chilling, sunbathing, throwing frisbees around, playing volleyball and shit. I could see that being played in that type of setting. I could see this being played at the music that's played at like a concert while people are like just loading into the seats. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're just trying to get people in the, you know what I mean, in the seat filling process. Just mindless music that's playing. People not really thinking about it, but it's just kind of playing while you coming into the building and shit, getting your seat, going to the concessions, getting shit loaded up. It's that type of, it's a passive listen. It's not something that you're just gonna play because it's like, oh, that's my shit. Or maybe it could be your shit for you. For me, no. They both hit some cool pockets and strides, you know, wordplay wise, lyrically. but it's not enough to salvage the record for me. Not my cup of tea. I don't particularly like it, but I understand where it could go. For people that are in esports, you know, I just recently got a esports placement this weekend. I have a song called Run It that just got played at the League of Legends tournament in fucking Vancouver. You know what I'm saying? Stadium, the niggas playing the game in the stadium. 30,000 motherfuckers was tuned in live. You know what I'm saying? And the song Run It is not your typical J Nolan song. You know what I'm saying? It's more of an anthemic, almost EDM movie trailer type of song. And it got played during the intro when the gamers came out to go take they spots and get ready for competition. I could see that song being played in that type of situation where whether it's bumper music while they're loading and getting ready for the next, you know, whatever. If you're into esports or if you're into anything like competition based that's not NBA or some shit, I can see it being played on those types of streams as well. Like it has a place. The place it's not gonna be is on my playlist though. And as y'all know, I fuck with both Doechii and Tyler. And again, I believe Pharrell may have been a part of the production on this record. So I like all three parties involved in this record, but it did not materialize into something that I necessarily want to hear. All right. I'm always going to be honest, regardless of who it is, regardless of how much I like them. If the song doesn't pass the ear test for me, I'm going to be honest about it, but I will be fair. All right. Just not my cup of tea. Now, as the song was circulating on social media in the last few days, this person here, Jackie Vincent, says, it kind of gives me Boys by M.I.A. All right. The artist M.I.A. We've talked about her. Not necessarily for the greatest things. She's been on a rampage against Jay-Z and Rock Nation. She's also been on a rampage against 5G and technology and things of that nature. But they said it reminds them of that song, to which M.I.A. responded. And she said, bro, it's literally my song. All right. And in this video here, she's actually playing her original song. I don't know how much I'm gonna get away with playing because this song is already out and released. And you know, we deal with a lot of copyright over here, but I'll go ahead and try to piece it together so you can hear it. The beat is identical.
Get wise. Get wise. You better get right.
Y'all hear it. I gotta do little breaks in here, you know what I'm saying? Just to be honest and transparent. But y'all heard the get wise, get right thing. It's already in there.
You get right, you know. When the beat bang, got the body way that tonic. Put the wig on it. Got the Molotov for the dance floor.
Now, I'm not a huge M.I.A. fan, although she does have some motherfucking bangers. Make no mistake. She got some motherfucking bangers. She has a very unique style of music. One of my good friends, shout out to Tiffany. She was a huge motherfucking M.I.A. fan, and she was down with that movement. She was wearing the whole, you know what I mean? The drip. Like M.I.A. definitely had a strong hold on the people at once upon a time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to take away her wave and her era from her. But I wasn't bumping this when this was out, you know? And the more that I heard from that in that snippet that we just played, I kind of feel like it was a tribute to her based on the way that Doechii approached it. But again, it seems that maybe M.I.A. was not contacted. Maybe they didn't reach out to clear the sample. Maybe they're trying to get the business handled behind the scenes now. But I do think that if that's the case, they probably should have ran it by her first before playing it at the LV show so that she would at least know what's going on with a song that she's had out for years. So I can understand if there's any, animus or sore feelings about that. She didn't say so. She just said, bro, it's literally my song. But you can tell she ain't say that for no reason. And I feel like if they would have contacted her ahead of time, she probably would have spoken to like, hey, they cleared the sample. It's got my cosign. So If the song is supposed to really be dropping anytime soon, I would say go ahead and get that business buttoned up, because clearly that's M.I.A.'s beat, sample, and everything in there. A lot of the inspiration for this record with Doechii Tyler is inspired by M.I.A.'s record. So get that shit buttoned up, because if you don't, M.I.A. is going to be aiming at y'all direction next. She's going to be hating on y'all. She's going to be throwing y'all under the bus. She's going to be doing motherfucking IG lives, making y'all the villains. Y'all don't want that smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of these people's way. Her and these other motherfuckers that have time, stay out their way, bruh. Now, getting back to Doechii at Glastonbury, okay? Here on BBC, they say from obscurity to Glastonbury. Did Doechii really predict success 5 years ago? They say in 2023, Doechii announced she was 3 years into her 5-year plan for becoming one of the biggest names in music. She said, by year 5, I want to be at my peak, as she told to Billboard. She says, I want to be in my Sasha Fierce era, the top of my game, with still a long way to go, but I want to reach my prime and never leave it, okay? So I guess she came up with a plan in 2020. I think that was prior to being signed to TDE back in Florida. Ain't she from Tampa, right? When she was doing YouTube and like, talking about her books that she was reading. And at that time, she was debuting her early songs on YouTube, giving people a sneak peek into her recording process and all those different things. So in 2023, she told Billboard she was 3 years into her plan, all right? And of course, 2024 is when she fully blew up. 2025, we're seeing the remnants of that blow up and the carryover. So according to that estimation, she would be entering into her Sasha Fierce era, okay? They say back then it felt like a bold claim. The Florida-born rapper and singer has scored a couple of viral hits, most notably Persuasive and Ode to Marijuana, that ended up on Barack Obama's summer playlist, but nothing that it crossed over to the mainstream charts. But jump cut to 2025, and Doechii is a Grammy Award-winning Woman of the Year who's about to play one of the most hotly anticipated sets at Glastonbury Festival. I thought Persuasive had gotten onto the charts. It wasn't at the top of the charts, but I think it did chart. Anyway, they say it's hard to identify the turning point. Some people say it was her mesmerizing performance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, last December. With her hair carefully braided to her backing dancers, she delivered a meticulously choreographed performance of Boiled Peanuts and Denial is a River, a cartoonish character piece in which she confides to her therapist that her boyfriend's been cheating on her with another man. Others pinpoint her Tiny Desk concert released on YouTube 2 days later. The 15-minute set burst with joie. Hey man, I don't joy de vivre. I don't know how to say that shit, man. Simultaneously soulful and fiery as the star rattles through jazzy full band recreations of her mixtape Alligator Bites Never Heal. Hey man, don't fuck with me. Joie de vivre. She won even more fans at the Grammys in March, where she won Best Rap Album, making her just the third female artist to win in the category. I told you I want to open up for Pitbull. I don't do French. In her speech, she spoke directly to young black queer women like her. Don't allow anybody to project any stereotypes on you to tell you that you can't be here, that you're too dark, or that you're not smart enough, or that you're too dramatic, or you're too loud. She capped off her win with an ultra-physical performance that referenced Michael Jackson, Missy Elliott, and Bob Fosse, and ended with her pulling the splits while being held aloft by 5 male dancers. With 3 Stars-born performances in just 4 months, Doechii became the most talked about new rapper of her generation, just like she planned. So where did it all start? Doechii was born Jayla Jemiah Hickman in Tampa, Florida, and raised in a heavily Christian single-parent household by her mother, Celicia Moore. A studious kid who loved writing poetry, she invented her alter ego at the age of 11 after being viciously bullied in school. That was where she came up with the name Doechii. She says that she came up with that name when she was 11. So anybody who felt like she was inspired by Doja Cat to choose that name, you would be mistaken. She says, I was in a position where I thought about myself because the bullying was so bad. Then I had this realization, I'm not going to do that because then they're going to all get a chance to live and I'm going to be the one dead. Overnight, her attitude shifted. Jayla might have been getting bullied, but I decided Doechii wouldn't stand for that. And then she told the Breakfast Club I went to school in a tutu and I started doing music. Okay? As a teenager, she spent 4 years at Tampa's Howard W. Blake School of the Arts after winning a place on the choral program by performing Etta James' At Last, which is not an easy song to perform. The school unlocked her creativity, allowing her to take classes in everything from nail design and hair to ballet, tap, cheerleading, and stage production. You see all of that playing a role in her performance today. However, it was gymnastics that left the biggest impression. The way that gymnasts train is really, really tough. It's brutal and hard and difficult. But at some point in my gymnastic career, I learned how to embrace and really love pain. All right. To view pain as me getting stronger and better, that caused a deep discipline that has never left me. The school has also helped the teenager accept her sexuality. Even though I was aware that I was queer, I didn't feel as comfortable until I started surrounding myself with more gay friends at my school. Once I had gay friends, it was like, okay, I can be myself. I'm good. I can feel safe. This is normal. I'm fine. I have those same friends today and will have them for life. That's not all they gave her. Those same friends convinced Doechii to give up her ambitions of becoming a chorister and start writing and releasing her own music. Initially called I Am Doechii, she uploaded her first song to SoundCloud in 2016 and self-released her debut single, Grrrls, 2 years later. It already bore the hallmarks of her best work, rhythmically and lyrically dexterous and chock full of personality. Okay, now, I wasn't really planning on reading this whole thing, to be honest with y'all. But I really wanted to get into the 5-year plan of it all. So bringing it back to Glastonbury, they say since then, Doechii's been hard at work on her debut album. There'd been rumors she'd release it in time for her Glastonbury slot on Saturday night, but perfectionists have got to perfect. At the time of writing, she's still in the studio. So there were rumors that her album would have been out by now. However, there is no date, and she's still in the studio getting it together, but hopefully we receive it before the year is out, or we at least get a little bit more music to hold us over until she's comfortable putting it out, all right? Speaking of days, she dropped a few hints of what's in store. She says in Alligator Bites Never Healed, the archetype was a student of hip-hop. For this next project, I'm thinking about how this student develops. And if you were familiar with what Doechii's theme was coming into the Glastonbury show, it was School of Hip Hop. Okay? So that's the theme going into the show. Despite the delay, Doechii's headline set remains one of Glastonbury's biggest draws. She might only be performing for 45 minutes, but she'll make every one of them count. Now, I'm going to be honest. Ain't no only for 45 minutes because she gives a high energy show for 45 minutes. And she got records. Some artists get out that motherfucker in 45 minutes. They by minute number 12, they be wishing the shit over because they huffing and puffing and can't get through it. But for her, 45 minutes, I think that's good, you know, until she puts her official album out. Then she could go out and do an hour and a half. But 45 minutes, her shit be rocking, which I'll be playing on Patreon, okay? And I may drop it on Twitter too. Maybe. It's going to be kind of long for Twitter because it's a 45-minute set. But we'll see. At any rate, if you've already seen the Glastonbury show, let me know what y'all thought of it down below in the comments and in the chat. I will catch y'all a little bit later. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider, and I will see y'all on the next one. Now, meet me over on Patreon. I'm going to be dropping the reaction video this evening, and I may do a live drop. You know what I mean? Not live as in live, but live drop where you can comment, kind of like a premiere, but for Patreon, and we can all discuss it in the chat. All right?
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest, but drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, one fumble. I done came too far to be humble.